I just want to say thank you, God, 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 because that's the only person that has spared my life. Like, over all these years, you guys, like, from the age of 19, I've been living with this. And I just want to say thank you to everybody that's watching. Ladies, you know, do the right thing.
Welcome back. That was Angela White talking about a cosmetic procedure reversal. So going through it, to the silicone implants in your backside, you lost 10 pounds when it was removed?
Shots. I want to explain to you.
Yeah, because explain it to me.
Silicone injection shots is loose silicone. It's not in a bag, it's not in anything.
Right.
So now you're just injecting a foreign object into your body. It can travel to different parts of your body. It can travel to your lungs. And if it travels to your lungs, it can kill you. And if they hit you in the wrong, like, vein or artery or in the buttocks area, it can instantly kill you.
When was the last time you had the injections before removing?
The last time, let me see, maybe 9 years ago.
So the last injections you had were 9 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Just about 9, because King will be 11 this year.
Your son. Oh.
So I'm like 9, yeah.
So 9 years ago was the last injection. Did you ever look and say, okay, I've gone too far, this is too much? You were like, no such thing.
When you're in it,
Yeah.
you don't really see it. You don't see it because you're in it. And most of the time, I want to let y'all know this, most of the time, the stuff is free. So the injections, like in the fillers in the face, is free because the people at the clinics, they just want a post so that they can get more people to come in. So it's like, I'll do your injections for free because it's gonna bring me more
So you are a walking billboard.
Exactly. So, and the more that is free, it's like, why not go get more and more and more?
Right, so you were getting the fillers for free, and the fillers made your face more round.
It made it more boxy.
Boxy.
I was getting the injections here because I wanted the chisel look, but I already had the chisel look before. I wanted like chisel.
Your bone structure is stunning.
I wanted more of this. So I just wanted it to look perfect.
Take me to the surgery. So to take out, because these were illegal injections early on, did they know what they were taking out? Because
No.
they didn't know. So the substance in your body, it wasn't clear what it was.
No, not at all. And mind you, this was when I was 19, so who knows what they're injecting now?
Yeah.
It can be,
Yeah.
it can literally be whatever. You just never know.
We've had stories of, I can't even repeat some of the heinous reports about what people have injected. Some have even gone to jail as a result of causing deaths. So to remove it out, is it like a needle and then pulling? How does it? Because I'm told it took 8 hours, one of the procedures.
I was under for 8 hours because what happens is it's a lipo machine that they use, you know, just to, like that.
We have actually footage of that you shared with your followers after your face was injected to help break up the fillers because they have to break up what's inside of you. Let's take a look at it. Let's see.
Oh, Lord. I'll be back. Now we're just massaging and working it all in.
Doesn't hurt to get a little massage right there.
It feels good. So I'm just like swollen right now.
It should come down soon.
So tell me what that was.
Okay, so that is the dissolving, me getting my fillers dissolved. And it's just a solution they inject it and then it starts to dissolve. So it takes 2 to 3 days.
Where does the liquid go? Does it just evaporate under one's skin, or do you urinate it out? What happens?
It's gonna go through your lymph nodes.
Oh.
Like how you flush out anything, it has to go through your.
It drains through your body.
Yes.
What did they tell you about the dangers of removal? Because every surgery, going under, you know, people take it lightly, but they call it going under for a reason. Hopefully it's safe, but this can be as dangerous as when you went into that house when you were 19.
It can be it can actually be more dangerous because now you're under anesthesia.
Yeah.
You know? So I was under for eight and a half hours because the machine kept getting clogged with whatever the product that was being
I heard
used.
you say that in the video. It kept getting clogged.
It kept
so you
getting
could
clogged.
see it coming out.
Yeah, you could see it coming out, and it was balls, and they had to go in and literally use the machine to break up the material that was inside.
Was it painful?
While still keeping the shape. I was under,
But after?
But when I got up, I think that I was so happy that I feel like I didn't even think about the pain. I was just sore.
Right.
Like I was just so happy that I woke up and that it was out.
So,
thank you guys.
Is everything out of your body now?
So also too, another reason why my procedure, I took a little bit longer too, because I used to have really big breasts.
Yeah.
Breasts.
What size were you before?
I was a 32 double D.
And you went to a?
Now I'm like a 32C.
No, I'm talking about before you augmented.
Oh, before like in general?
Yeah.
A cup.
So you went from which is average. So you went from an A to a D.
Basically, yeah.
What happens when you reverse? I mean, obviously you're a woman, and I would have walked in and said, okay, will my body change forever, or will I go back to what I was? Is that possible to go back to where you were?
It's possible, but you will have some scars. You will have scars, but you know, I take scars and look at them as like my lessons learned.
Wow.
You know?
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Lessons learned. Well, a big part of Angela's transformation was also quitting drinking. She says she's been 7 months sober. Woo! Coming up, how she's trying to be a better mom, and how her famous we're gonna get an update on those children, and when you've made millions with your curves and the curves are gone, how do you survive financially? We'll have that conversation after the break.
This part of my life is like really important. You know, I'm changing, you know, and I want to grow old with my kids. I don't want to be, you know, deceased. I want to be with my kids. I want to have grandkids. I want to, you know, further my career, other things that I'm doing. And I just really feel like this is just really holding me back.
Welcome back, Tam Fam. That was Angela Wyatt, a post-operation checkup after reversing cosmetic surgery. You are a mom. You have your daughter, Dream, who's age 6 with Rob Kardashian.
Yes.
And your son, King, 10, with the rapper Tyga. Both fathers gave us permission to show pictures of the children because you have joint custody.
Yes.
Your mother is very, very busy on social media.
Yes.
And I know you're estranged right now. You have a tumultuous relationship. She has said you're a great mom. She said that in one of her posts. She said you're a good mom. Yes. She also said she believes that your health, these changes may be the result of your health being compromised by the injections. Is this health related at all?
No. Not at all.
What about mental health? Because you're sober now, 7 months.
Yes.
It's a lot of pressure to be famous. It's a lot of pressure to keep up appearances, especially when it's how you make your money. I talked about that adult site, or the paid site, I should say. You made millions in a couple of years. How are you taking care? I know that faith is a spiritual thing, and that can heal our hearts, our minds, but what else are you doing to make sure that that you're able to fly, that you're able to stand tall, that you don't fall prey to pressure?
What am I doing right now? These are my three main things. I work out, and by me working out, that shows me discipline. It doesn't matter what I'm doing or whatever time. I set a time, and I'm going to be there as far as with working out, because as adults, nobody can really tell us what to do.
Yeah.
You know, and nobody's really going to hold you accountable but yourself. Yeah. So now I'm taking the steps to hold myself accountable. So working out for me, sobriety. Yeah. You know, and everybody that's around me, it doesn't matter if you was having a cocktail or if everybody was in here, if we was at the club, that's still not going to affect me because I'm so strong-minded in the decisions.
So your sobriety, so you're working out, your sobriety, and what's the third thing?
My Bible.
Your Bible.
And I go to church. That's it, those two things.
What do your kids Have you told them? Dream is a little young. King seems like he's very savvy. So what have you told them? Oh.
Hey.
It's a party. What have you told them?
You know, I haven't really told them anything. I just lead by example. Like if I'm working out, they come work out with me.
Yeah.
I asked them to go to church with me, you guys.
And what did they say?
They're like, how far is it? And I'm like, oh,
That's
God.
a typical kid reaction. That's typical kid.
It's actually really far. I drive 1 hour and 5 minutes to my church and 1 hour and 30 minutes back every Sunday.
But you want them to also
Yeah.
see that side of you. I said earlier, you've made millions. We talked about the site, but you get booked for clubs, you get booked for videos, you get booked for appearances. People pay to hear you talk and have you show up at their events. It's a lot of money. Now that you don't walk in with the famous body, are you going to lose money?
I've been stopped a lot of this stuff, but I just never was vocal about it. I've been stopped my OnlyFans all the way in December. I just didn't really speak about it. I've been stopped doing hostings at clubs and all these things. I've been stopped doing certain posts that I didn't want to do anymore with like certain products and things like that. You know, it just.
So you
I
were
just
quietly pulling out
I was
of this life.
quietly pulling out. Yeah, and then honestly, like right now for me, and I want people to know this, beauty is like for right now, like we're gonna always have our brain and our hearts. It's forever. And you can rewire it. You can rewire like your brain. You can. You really, really, really can. And as people, we have to really dig deep and figure out like who it is that we are. Because we're all creators. Like we're all creators, and we were built from God, like in His image.
I know that you're very proud of the fact, and I'm proud of you, you're acting now. You're acting more.
Yes.
So that's how you plan to reemerge.
Yes, acting, because you gotta think, actresses don't have like, I mean, they do, but she'll be casted just for one role. I don't wanna be the vixen. How long am I gonna be the vixen for? Unless it's like
So are you taking
Catwoman.
acting lessons? What are you doing to make sure you're getting it right?
I'm doing some acting lessons, yes, I am. But you know what I did? So far, I've done a movie so far, Secret Society 2.
Okay.
I did that, and also, too, I did the Black Hamptons. Yeah. And
okay.
It's way different.
So you're getting it. You're, as they say, booked and busy, just a different kind of book.
Just a different type of way.
Book. I love it. I love it. We started the conversation, before we go, we started out, we showed this picture of this young lady. This is you in the 10th grade. What do you tell her now and other girls who've gone on your social media page and they see your name in lights, but the payoff and the trade-off that came with it? What do you tell Angela and the other young girls?
To not be so hard on yourself and really, like, don't be so hard on yourself and kind of sit with yourself. Because it's the more that you can sit with yourself, the more spiritual you'll become.
Yeah.
Because if you have a lot of people around you and it's distractions and this and that, you won't have time to focus on yourself and to pour into yourself. Yeah. You know, and if it's something that you do want to change, there's different ways you can go about it. So if it's like, you know, like if you want to grow your hair, it's certain foods and things that you can do to enhance that. Take vitamins.
So will you ever do any more surgery, any more fillers? You're done.
I'm done with it, y'all.
You're done.
I'm done. I'm done.
You're
No
done.
more.
Okay.
No
Well,
more.
I appreciate you coming. I know in the commercial break, Angela said, I'm coming back because I want to tell you about you've been studying.
I've been studying, but I do want to leave y'all with this. Do we have time?
We got seconds, Angela.
Okay. Okay, I'm sorry for a few seconds. So I just started a hair company called Heart's Pier. And also, too, I also have on my website to where as though I can empower all you ladies out here to start your own company.
So you're trying to spread the word about empowerment, business.
Yes.
Okay, well, we're going to have you come back as things move forward.
Yes.
I'm very happy for you.
Yes.
And I'm happy
Thank
that
y'all
you've
so
been able to
much.
tell your story in your own words.
I
Thank you,
appreciate
Angela.